What's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of the Why That's Funny. I'm Andrew Ginsberg. I'm joined today by Captain John.
Ahoy!
Hey, John.
Hey.
We're just getting our beverages ready so we can record the show. Hey, to another amazing day.
Yeah, cheers.
Let's get into it, folks. Let's get into it.
You are listening to Why That's Funny, a podcast that enlightens you on everyday things. Starring Andrew Ginsberg and Captain John.
I was supposed to go in January.
Okay.
And, I wasn't able to go. And I knew I didn't get the insurance. What'd you just do? Throw your Mike Tyson vape on the ground?
Fucking died.
It died?
I didn't get a new one for the episode. It's gonna be very hostile.
Oh, geez, a hostile.
I got a little mic though.
All right, you got a little mic.
Yeah.
Damn, wow.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
Sorry,
anyway,
buddy.
sorry, go.
No, I didn't get the insurance. I knew it was going to be a problem trying to reschedule the flight. I basically just wanted to reschedule till now, to when I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going the second week of May or whatever.
How far out did you have to reschedule? Like, was it like the next day you were gonna leave? The next week?
I was supposed to leave in I was supposed to leave January 20th or whatever, like January 5th. I was
okay,
I was
that's
trying
bullshit.
to reschedule
Yeah.
it. Dude, they would not. I actually sent them. I said in an email quote that I sent them. I have never seen a company more committed to not giving my money back. They did not want to give it back. They were like really like, and I was saying all kinds of lies. I was like, my dad's on his deathbed is like, like.
Oh my God! You're saying that while your dad was kind of on his
Yeah,
deathbed?
but I need to get this flight back.
Damn,
though.
you really don't believe in God at all.
Nah, come on.
Yeah, but dude,
What's gonna happen is gonna
listen,
happen.
I was driving around with a Catholic guy
God's
today.
not gonna be like, listen, I was gonna save his dad's life, but he's milking it to get a refund on his Air France flight. Get to get a voucher. I don't think the universe works like that.
I don't know, man. I was driving around. I was driving around with like a born again Christian guy today,
Right.
And like I was like someone had like some gay, not gay, but whatever, some like sign that like he has risen. I was like, look at that shit, man. Maybe God would suck my dick and I'll get a rise out of me. Said some bullshit like
said?
yeah, some bullshit like that. And he was like, dude, like don't
He was
say
like, dude,
that.
I'll pray for you.
He was like, dude, don't say that while I'm in the car with you because if he takes you, I'm like, dude, you get to go to heaven. He's like, yeah, but I got a family. Like, I know I'll have a good afterlife, but I don't want my wife and my. I was like, yo, are you fucking with me right now? And like, I never know if he's being serious because he's like so like funny.
He's got to be kidding.
No, he was dead serious.
Really? He wants his family to be with him in the afterlife?
No, like,
That sucks. I feel like the only thing that would get me through having a family would be knowing that it'd be over.
No, I'm
You're talking like millions of years.
whatever.
You're going to be with your family millions of years? That's
that'd be
horrible, dude.
Yeah, it's why hell's gonna be sick.
There's no hell. It's all good.
Well, whatever it is, it's gonna be something.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
It
Yeah.
has to be something.
It is something.
Right?
Yeah. Right.
You can't just die and it's nothing.
Right. I don't think that's it.
No,
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
think you're gonna know that you're doing something.
Right.
I think but there is something.
Sure. Yeah.
You just turn into energy.
Yeah, I think you just kind of float around space.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a big party on the moon. That's what I think happens. Then you show up and everybody's on the moon. You're like, oh, wow, I'm on the moon.
Yeah. That's why
And then
we
George
can't go back.
Washington is there. That's why you can't go back. Yeah, we flew there once. The Neil Armstrong stepped out.
Yep.
And then George Washington went up to him and went, listen, you can't.
Yeah, right there.
You got to wait till you die, then you come back.
Yeah, you can't come here anymore.
You can't come to the moon party. That's what happens when you die. That's what I firmly believe. But anyway,
Yeah, Air France.
Wouldn't give back. And I started saying crazy stuff that isn't even true. I was like, listen, I'm a famous comedian. I was like, I'm going to fucking.
I'm a famous comedian.
I was like, I'm going to post about it. I'm going to make you guys look bad. They wouldn't give me the money. I was just saying, because the mentality is like, when you're trying to get money out of a company, you just say anything you can. You threaten them. You say, like that's what crazy moms would do.
Yeah,
You just
I
say,
do it
you
all
just
the
say the
time.
craziest stuff
Yes.
until finally, this person's so nuts, we're just going to give the money
Yes,
back.
that's all you have to
just
do.
don't back down.
It's just
But
don't-
I'm saying they would not, no matter what I said,
That
they were
is-
like, we just don't care. We just don't care. And then I'm on the phone. So I was calling, I was emailing, and then I'm on the phone one day with this lady, this French lady, and she's like, okay, listen. She's like, if you can prove, she's like, I'm just going to tell you this. Like, if you can prove that you're like too mentally unstable to fly, then we can give you like the money. We can give you like we can schedule the trip. And I was like, okay. So I have a friend who's a therapist, and she wrote a note saying that that I was too unstable to
You
fly.
just have a friend that's a therapist?
Yeah.
Oh,
And she
man.
wrote a note saying I was too unstable to fly.
Do you hang out with this friend that's a therapist? And does she, like, when you're talking to her, she's like, this is why you feel like this? Does she, like, do
No,
it by
no,
mistake?
no.
Oh,
I was just like, can you write a note saying that I have anxiety?
I know, but I'm
Oh,
saying, like,
no,
when
no,
you're
no.
hanging out.
I'm like, yo,
Does-
this is the most fun
do
night.
you feel
also,
like-
do you ever feel like, is it normal for me to feel so alone?
Do you, I see, if I don't think I could ever be friends with a therapist.
Sure.
Because I feel like I'd be thinking about everything I'm saying. Like, if I say some crazy shit, she's like, wow, this intellectual.
Nah, I think they
this
think of it like
person
their
is
job. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah.
every time I talk to you, I'm worried you're thinking about what kind of water I'm drinking and whether
Yeah,
it's been
no,
treated
I
nice.
know, but it's different. like you're studying the human mind so much that when you're talking to somebody, like if I'm like, yo, man, like, did you see that? That was the best thing I've ever fucking seen. Like, I get all excited. It's like, wow, this person's actually unstable. Like, he's getting way too excited about like winning a $5 scratch off.
Yeah.
So like, I'd be like, oh, hi. Hi, how's it going? Okay.
Wow.
I don't think I can hang out with a therapist.
You ever been in therapy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Probably when I was younger.
you remember.
I definitely never, not as an adult.
Right.
Not as an adult.
Sure. Yeah. You saw like the school psychiatrist when you threw a book
Yeah,
against the
yeah,
wall or
yeah,
something.
stuff like that. Definitely. 100%. I had a
John's
speech
acting out in
therapist.
class. Oh, really?
Yeah. I used to talk like this.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn,
I
you
was
were
like,
a proper retard, huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah, didn't think hard.
Were you in special ed?
No, I just, but like, dude,
I got him.
at St. Ambrose, where I went to school
Sure.
as a kid, I would get pulled out of lunch and go into a hot trailer with like no AC.
Jesus.
And this lady would just be like,
The
all right,
priest
do
wants
this.
to talk to you. Ew.
And I would just have to stick my tongue up, down, up, down,
Really?
up, down.
Why?
Left, right. I don't know, but I got rid of my lisp.
Yeah.
And now
that
I'm
lady
thinking about
eventually
it.
got fired. She was
Yeah.
doing that for no reason.
Yeah.
Let me grab this
Just fucking flicking her
Come
bean.
in the trailer. Do this with your tongue. Not right. Nice. Go pray. That's crazy, dude.
Can I bring up something?
Sure.
I am old, dude.
You are, yeah.
I'm so old. I played softball last week.
Oof. That's tough. Not even hardball.
No, yeah. So
Hardball is what I do when I have get into political debates with people. I play hardball, okay?
shut the fuck up, dude. So I hit the ball, right? And I'm running from first to second. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, what was that pain? That was weird.
Yeah.
And then I get to second, dude, and I can't feel the top of my hamstrings.
Yeah.
Don't know that this injury. So I like, and someone gets hit. I kind of walk to third, and then like I get home, right? I get on the bench. Everybody's, dude, pull the hammy, pull both hammies. Don't move, don't move.
Everybody on the team's like, you pulled your hammy,
Yeah,
mate.
I'm like, I've never had this injury. Like, yep. Hey, Derek, how much water did you drink today? I was like, had a coffee this morning, and like that was like 12 hours ago. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's it.
She drank no water
I
that
drank no
day.
water all day.
Really?
And dude, 4 days, 4 days I couldn't get out of bed. Remember, I was telling you, I was like, yeah, dude, it's over. Like I couldn't move
Because
That
you
was
ran
it.
to second base?
Because I ran to second base.
Did you slide?
No,
Just a regular run.
So what I
what
heard-
does water have to do with you not being able to run
because
to second base?
my muscles were too tight. So
yeah.
when you pull hamstrings, you stop. That's your muscle like keeps going, and
Right.
when it stops, it like.
Is that what happens when you're like hungover and you're really dehydrated
Yes.
and then you wake
So-
up, you're like, ah! Ah! You know that feeling?
Yeah. You know when you
Charlie
get like
horse?
a cramp in the Charlie horse? That's what it felt like in both my fucking thighs.
That's a horrible feeling.
Dude, it was the worst. It was the worst time I've ever had in my entire life.
Damn,
Horrible.
man. You
Absolutely.
recovered though. You're back.
Yeah, no, now I'm fine. But everybody's like, hey, next Wednesday, like, make sure you get a runner.
Make sure you drink a lot of
You're
water.
gonna feel fine.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get hurt. Like,
Really?
Yeah, supposedly you have to
That's
wait
funny.
like
all
3
the guys
weeks.
playing softball,
Yeah,
they all know about
know.
the hamstring industry.
Yeah.
I remember,
had no
man.
idea.
Really?
No.
Did you guys lose?
Won the first one, lost the second one because I didn't pull myself out of the game and I couldn't run the first.
Who are you playing?
Who were we playing? Damn, I don't know. They were purple and yellow. I don't remember the team name.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
All right.
it. That's all
Were
I
they,
got.
I figured you guys are always playing like the plumbers union.
Well,
or like,
yeah, we're playing like
the air
PBA, Sayreville,
the Sayreville
Police
air
Department.
conditioners. Yeah.
It's every bar. It's Monahan's house. Like has a team. All the bars. just
all
have
the bars
teams.
got team that.
There's
yeah.
probably a bunch of drunks hanging out at the bar. Like, hey, want to sponsor our softball team?
Right.
And then that's really.
And you
how
guys
it
are
goes.
just the skunk beers.
Yeah, we're just
You're
skunk
like a rugged band
We
of
only
misfits.
play people from Sayreville, and we're in a Sayreville league, and we've been in this league for fucking 15 years.
I know. I remember when it started.
Yeah, and we're just like, all right, there's guys from Old Bridge. I was like, yo, how much do they play in Old Bridge? Oh, $1,000. This league's like $300. So
Really?
Yeah. So all of us throw $50. I'm not spending $1,000.
Old Bridge is like, what is that, the major leagues or something?
I don't know.
Or it's
I
the
don't
high end
I
leagues?
guess, but like,
Jeez.
I don't know.
You gotta have big bucks to live over here. You do. You gotta have big bucks. I was hanging out with my brother the other day. He pointed to a little house, a little crappy little house, a little dumb, little piece of shit house. And he goes, guess how much that house costs?
$625.
No, 1.5 mil.
No.
That's what he
that
said.
That wasn't an Old Bridge. There's
It
no
was.
way.
It was an Old Bridge.
There's no way.
But he said it had like historical. It was like George Washington's house or something. He was like, it's a historical house.
Your brother just made that up.
I'm telling you, he didn't make it up.
100% made that
Why
up.
would he make it up?
I don't know.
He's not a fabricator. He's not like us.
Really?
He's not the type to just lie for no reason. Yeah, dude.
that's true.
He's a regular guy.
Oh, you saw your brother this week, right?
I saw him, yeah.
How was it?
It's good. Yeah, we watched WrestleMania. And
Oh, the big event.
dude, I couldn't believe. I gotta say that was I don't know when this podcast is coming out, but like when we're recording this, WrestleMania just happened. I haven't watched wrestling since I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
What was that? Do you watch wrestling?
I stopped obviously when we were younger, but then I
Yeah.
started up again around 2016 for like
Wow,
a
all right.
year,
Mhm.
and then I was done until like I just watched WrestleMania 2 actually for no reason.
Dude, I freaking. Well, first of all, here was my trajectory. Nobody's gonna like this that's listening, and I'm sorry that I have to say this, but it's just true. Like, I was really into wrestling, but only during that time period where WCW existed. So, like, I only watched WCW.
Oh my
I never
God.
watched WWF.
You're a Sandberg kid.
Yeah. So I liked, like, NWO and Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, and that was my era.
Yeah,
that was all I knew about wrestling. I just loved WCW.
So you didn't grow up with Stone Cold,
No,
The
no,
Rock,
none of that.
Mick Foley,
None of that.
Generation
I didn't watch
X?
any WWF. None.
That's crazy.
Only WCW.
So you just love Goldberg.
Goldberg was awesome, dude. Yeah,
You're
dude.
the worst.
Goldberg was
So
you know,
no
and he was-
Undertaker, no Kane,
Not
nothing.
too many Jewish wrestlers, man. Come on, Goldberg.
That is true.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Was he Jewish?
No, Goldberg? Yeah,
I
dude.
don't know. He
Yeah,
might not be
dude.
Jewish. He's
Yeah,
a Jack Jew.
yeah, he was
That's
a Jack
weird.
Jewish guy.
Yeah.
That was Goldberg, dude.
I guess he was Jewish. So anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah. He couldn't wrestle on Friday nights. That's when he had to do the Sabbath. But I used to watch WCW, and then in 6th grade I got a D in math, and my mom said your punishment was you can't watch wrestling the whole summer.
Oh, and
And then I never watched wrestling again for the rest of my life because you miss the whole summer with the plots.
Yeah,
and
you
I was
can't-
like,
you can't
I'm
get
done.
back
I don't
in.
know what's happening
Nah,
anymore.
yeah,
And
it's
the whole
over.
thing. And I was like, oh, it went out of business. So it's like I never watched it again. And my brother was like, we were hanging out. It was 420.
Oh,
So we were hanging out a little bit.
you were hanging out a little bit.
Yeah, hanging out a little bit.
Having a little fun?
Having a little. Well, we put on the new Wiz Khalifa album, Cushion Orange Juice 2, on my speaker system, and that I gave him a great speaker system.
Oh, he finally set it up.
It's been set up. It just has no shelf or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on the floor where I put it when you know what I mean? Like with the receiver on top of the speakers with no shelf, no nothing.
Dude, when you sent me that picture of your brother's apartment, I was shocked.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, it's been 4 years
Yeah,
since I've been in there.
He's flopping, bro.
Nothing changed.
Yeah.
He didn't do one thing.
No, he has nothing.
That
no furniture.
California,
He's a Buddhist, bro.
California flag still flying.
Yeah,
though.
he's a Buddhist.
That's all he's got.
He lives a very Buddhist life.
Yeah, the most minimalist I've ever seen.
He's a minimalist. He has
if
no
I
furniture.
walk in that door and they're like, "Do you know he killed 3 people?" I'm like, "Damn."
That's not surprising.
I'm like, yeah,
It's
yeah,
funny because
yeah.
I couldn't be more opposite. My apartment's
I know.
like full of stuff.
I know.
Like, pictures and
It
paintings.
pretty much looks like this basement.
Yeah, sort of. I wouldn't say it quite looks like
Yeah,
this.
it looks like this.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you live in.
This basement looks like if you were to like. It's like everything that's every thought I've ever had manifested into like it's like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, these steins and stuff that you have in the back. My dad had these exact steins on the shelf when we were
They're
kids.
beautiful, dude.
They're nice.
And you got a little couple
My
presidents
dad
up
used to be
here.
like, I collect steins. Yeah, I collect the steins. What the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, so he goes, you want to? He goes, my brother's like, we should watch WrestleMania. He's like, I don't know if you watched wrestling in the past like 20 years. He's like, it's like real different now. And we watched all of WrestleMania, dude. I gotta say, I got pretty sucked in.
It's
62,000 people. That's what was shocking me. 62,000
Yeah,
people
and that-
are bugging over this.
that stadium only fits 30,000.
No way.
But now it's not a football field. Now it's a little ring. So
Yeah.
everybody's down on the floor.
Yeah.
So that's another 30,000 that they can fit on the floor.
Really?
But people were showing me their seats. They were like, "Yeah, this is what $400 WrestleMania seats look like," and it was horrible.
course.
He was like, half the like in the comments, he's like, "Yeah, half the people. If you look, people are streaming WrestleMania on their phones." It's like, why are you there?
Yeah,
Why'd
why?
you pay $400 for this? It's the experience. The pre-game's probably nuts in the
Yeah.
parking lot. People are having wrestling matches. It's
Yeah.
probably so much fun.
I know, but I can't imagine because like that's what to me those kind of experiences are only like oriented around like concerts. Like I go to a concert, I have that same kind of experience, but then you watch the concert, and even if you can't see, you're
hearing
you can hear
yeah.
the music. Like, you're still having a very immersive experience.
Yeah.
Here, you're just watching these guys like bug out and yell and scream at the crowd and
Yeah.
pretend to play guitar solos, and there's fireworks.
No, those are real. Those are real guitars. That's all.
No, I know. I just was
Yeah.
blown away by the theatrics of it
Yeah.
all.
Nah, it's sick now.
It's
dude.
like if you went to see like a Broadway show, but you were like miles away from seeing the stage.
yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like, I'm here. Yeah, all right. He's flipping out this guy, but like, I don't understand. I just couldn't believe how into people. I mean, it was 62,000 people just going. It's like a modern day like gladiator type scenario.
Yeah, people love it.
People
dude.
love it.
You always think it's dying, and then it's just not.
No,
dead.
it's so I don't think I've ever seen an event that big.
No, yeah.
I don't think I have. And I was saying to my brother, I was like, it's got to be all dudes that watch this, right? And
Yeah.
he's like, I think there's some girls, yo. And I was like, really? And I looked it up, and 50% of the crowd is girls. girls watch that?
Because they're not just hoes anymore. They're not just
Right.
girl coming out in their bikinis
That's right.
and shit. They're fucking wrestling. They're doing so. Girls are like, holy shit, I could be that person now.
You see that,
That's
women? You're not just hoes anymore.
You're
you
not
can,
just
you,
hoes
you can be
anymore.
a wrestler now.
It's 2025. Now you can
Hey,
wrestle.
That good for
You don't
them.
just gotta shake ass for some cash.
You don't gotta shake your ass for cash anymore, baby. Oh, there he goes. He's done. Oh, that's a tough one, dude. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. It's all right. You're gonna be all right. You got bronchitis, huh?
Yeah, Bronk.
You guys the bronch?
Ooh, I got something for you. I forgot to give
Nice.
this the last episode.
Jesus.
So what I do is I have a wax melter, right?
Right.
So because I almost lit my
yeah.
house on fire,
Mm-hmm.
so now I have a wax melter. Because,
What are you talking about? What's the relationship there?
oh, you didn't? I never told you about when I almost lit my house on fire.
No,
Really?
I don't think so. No.
All right. So when we first moved into this house,
Uh huh.
I had a candle
Right.
on a wooden table, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just before my son was born, but my stepson was at Salk. I was like, oh, I have to pick him up at like 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I set an alarm on my chest because I was like falling asleep on the couch. It was like 7 o'clock. I just got off work. It sucked.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and like,
Why was your son at school at 8 o'clock at night?
I don't know. He was doing like after school activities.
Oh, okay.
I don't
All
know.
right,
Some
okay.
kind of club. Whatever.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Probably the poetry.
Oh,
club.
no. He was coming back from a field trip. I had to pick him up from a field trip. I'm an idiot.
Okay. All right.
Fairview. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Fairview.
Yeah. So I fall
That was
asleep.
a hilarious. By the way, just real quick side note: Fairview was a trip they made us all go to when we were like in 6th grade. You basically go to the woods and you pretend that it's like colonial times.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna churn butter today. I'm like, can I go home?
And you know I didn't go to that, right?
Because you
know why I didn't go to that?
couldn't speak. You need to speak
I was
pathology.
I was still pissing my bed in 7th grade.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
Oh.
I'm not going to that.
Are you
I was like,
serious?
yeah, I didn't want to piss my bed in front of everybody.
Wow.
I was pissing my bed in 7th grade.
Really?
Yep. Pissing my bed. Straight up piss.
Why?
I don't know.
In 7th grade?
Yeah, pissing my bed, dude. Still-
Damn.
Yeah.
I had already smoked a cigarette by 7th grade. You're still pissing in your bed?
Yeah, dude. I learned
That's
it.
sad, dude.
So
you gotta
what-
be a man.
So anyway.
Men don't piss.
Wow.
Well, men piss.
Men piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still, maybe I should go see a therapist. What's your friend's name? I'd be like, yo, why did I piss my bed until 7th grade?
Yeah.
So anyway, I fucking, I have a candle on the table.
Sure.
And if I didn't have my cat, I'd probably be dead right now.
Dirt saved your life?
So I fall asleep, right? And the alarm was set for 8. It was around 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, my cat is literally jumps like right here and just go meow, meow, meow. So I'm like, oh, what? Like,
Like, what? What
like,
the hell?
What the fuck? What the hell's that smell?
Yeah.
I looked, dude, the candle, I guess it burned all the way to the bottom. And it got so hot on the wooden table because I didn't put like a plate or anything under it. And I'm used to glass tables. These are tables I always had.
These are built to last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fucking bottom got so hot, the whole table lit on fire. And like, dude, I'm not even kidding.
You're like, oh my God.
Smoke alarms didn't go off, nothing. I got up, I was like, oh my God. So I fucking grab it, I put it away, and like I'm patting it dry with water and fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta go pick up this fucking kid. So anyway.
Wait,
nope.
so the house didn't, you
The
had
house
a
didn't burn
you had a flaming table in your house, and
This-
then you put
in
it out
20 minutes
with water. Yeah. Okay.
But like if the cat didn't wake me up,
Yeah.
that would have been an hour of the whole table lighting on fire.
wow.
So-
imagine if you burnt the house down as soon as you moved in.
I know, dude.
Oh
I
man,
know.
Tara would have been mad at you.
Oh, so mad.
Yeah. Oh, you would have burned down the
That's
house.
the second time the house almost burnt down.
Damn.
First time, there's fucking the furnace. Did I ever tell you about that?
No. Every homeowner has a story like that.
Yeah.
Like a fucking furnace.
I've
man.
only been here for 2 years. The
Yeah.
furnace was from 1972, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that. I didn't
Right,
care.
right.
So I come down, I turn on my PlayStation. I'm like, smells like electrical fire.
Yeah, I must just be smoking this Crash Bandicoot too.
Yeah. I was like, wait, that's weird. I come into
Yeah.
this room, and I just
That
hear,
smells like an electrical fire. That's weird.
I hear do 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 like two stairs, and Liam's like, yo, do you smell that?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Do
fuck.
you smell what the rock is cooking?
So I run upstairs, and I'm like, where the fuck? And I see smoke coming out of the ceiling.
Damn.
So I'm like, fuck, Liam, it's your room.
Yeah.
So I run up to his room, nothing.
Huh.
So I run back downstairs. There's more smoke. Then I come back into my basement, and right above my pool table, dude, just so much smoke. I'm like, fuck. I'm like looking around, like Liam goes, yo, why don't you just call 911? I'm
yeah.
like, yo, you're smart as fuck.
Did you learn that in school? I was in street pathology trailer, so I never learned about 911.
I called 911. And they
Learned that
came.
at Fairview. I wasn't allowed to go because I pissed myself.
They came. A cop came, and he was like, I guess they're first responders. So he just came. He was like, what's going on? I'm like, well, I don't know. You smell that? He's like, damn, dude, your whole house smells like fucking it's about to explode. He's like, well, let's go in the basement. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want it. He was like, well, I'm not going down there alone. I'm like, you're
That's
a
what
cop.
the first responder said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you're a cop. Just go. I know you're not going to steal anything. Go.
yeah. Well, he's probably more like, I don't want to die. I don't think he's like worried that you think he's going to steal something.
Yeah, you
Is
just
was that a
risk your
Coors
life
Light
for me.
Neon, man? I'm about
Risk your life for me.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I pay my taxes for.
Right, exactly.
Die for me.
Yeah, or get defunded.
Yeah.
You want to get defunded?
Do I get defunded?
You want to get defunded or not? Go down.
Go to the basement.
Go to the basement. Go check out the electrical fire, or you're getting defunded. All right.
So
you know
if
who
I-
my dad is? All right, go ahead. Yeah.
Fire company comes
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, dude, if
Yeah,
you didn't
dude.
call us, the fan was spinning and the electric that connected to where the motor was was just on fire." He's like, 20 more minutes, flames would have went right through your vents. So that's why I kept seeing smoke in all the rooms. They were coming out of my vents. Called the insurance company, $30,000 problem. All fixed. Brand new furnace, brand new AC, brand new electrical panel.
Wow.
Bing, bop. Anyway, to get back
This
to
really
my-
sounds like an ad for whatever this insurance company was. I felt like you were gonna be like, and that's why I choose
Bethlehem, PA.
Bethlehem, PA Insurance.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, I just found the poorest insurance company, and it actually worked out.
That's great, dude.
So anyway.
no Jews in Bethlehem.
Now,
Yeah. All right.
I have wax burners.
Okay.
I just put cubes of wax in them, but I was like, what am I going to
What are you talking about?
This.
So you're saying you can't use candles?
So like, oh, it's off. But usually it has wax in it.
Uh-huh.
So now I pour wax.
Uh-huh.
I take a wick,
Right.
and I did this, and I made one for you, bud.
What the fuck?
Someone at work gives me old candles,
Yeah.
and then I fill them up with all the different types of wax. While you're burning this, it smells different. So I gave one to Hogan, and it bugged him out. So I'm just giving you a pretense.
Okay.
While you're burning this candle, it's every time you leave the room and come back, it's gonna smell different. He kept thinking that he was cooking something, or he was like, "What does that smell? Like, why does it smell different?" So it's gonna go from like strawberry to pine to melon. It's just gonna keep smelling different
Because it's a mixture of different kinds of candles.
because it's all wax. Because I have wax melts.
What is? I guess what I'm not. What the fuck are you talking about? What
So,
are you doing?
this is a
why
hot-
are you doing this?
this is a hot
because you
bite.
missed Fairview, and you couldn't live like a colonial person, so you had to become one when in your 30s.
Yeah.
Why
So
are
I
you making
make
candles?
candles.
What are you, a divorced fucking mom? Why are you making candles? So I started making candles because I have absolutely nothing else to do with my fucking life at all. What is wrong with you, dude? Buy a normal candle.
No,
you get
I
a
can't
glass
buy a candle.
table. Well, you're making this is a candle. So basically, what you're saying is each one of these candles in the wax thing is supposed to be a different candle. You just mix them all together in a kaleidoscope of candle colors.
Yeah.
All right, but
Take that home.
I appreciate
That's
the
a gift. for you. I listen next week.
It's a gift that was given me with a big like. By the way, it's really gonna suck.
Yeah.
It's gonna smell weird. I gave one to AJ and he hated it.
He loved it. He was just so high all the time that he wasn't sure if he was cooking or not.
Right.
He kept forgetting if he was cooking because sometimes it smells like cinnamon.
I don't understand. I truly don't understand how this has anything to do with you not burning the house down. You're just
I don't
making
do-
more candles. Now you have
But I
more
don't-
fires.
But I don't like the candles anymore. I have wax melters. This is just a hot plate. It gets really hot and you put wax on it.
Yeah.
And then the wax melts and smells. It's like,
But if I have to light this on fire,
yeah, I don't care about your house.
me neither.
So yeah,
I give
there
a
you go.
fuck about my house.
Burn it down with that candle, dude.
Oh, so I'm saying you would never use something as dangerous as this candle.
Yeah, unless it was on a glass
Oh,
table.
you use the wax melter.
I use the wax melter.
I see.
Jesus
I see.
Christ, was that such a hard process?
Well, it's just funny to me. It's like, I feel like when you start making your own candles, you're in full mental breakdown territory, which it seems like maybe you are.
Nah, man, listen, I'm not old school. I don't have like Jam Boys or anything. You know,
I don't even know what that is.
You
What's
don't know what a Jam Boy is?
No, dude.
Oh,
Jam
dude.
Boy.
So you're gonna like this.
Sounds
one.
racist.
It is. It's very.
I was trying to have a good night. Couple Jam Boys came by my house. I said, "You're not gonna burn my house down, Jam Boy."
So
Tell you that. I
back
know
in colonial
I know a
England,
Jam Boy when I seen one.
Listen to this. So back in colonial England, you're gonna love this one. So
I can't wait for you to tell me about colonial England.
So you know how English people just used Indians as slaves? So they used them as slaves,
Right.
and what they would do is because like they would golf, but there was bugs all around. So what they would do is they would take an Indian guy and cover him in jam,
Really?
and he would just stand there and let all the bugs eat him instead of the golfers.
Is that real?
It's a real thing.
All right.
You want to know what the payment was?
What?
They got to keep all the jam that the bugs didn't eat on them.
That's a pretty good deal.
I swear to God, that's a real thing. That's
That-
a Jam Boy.
And that's how mango chutney was invented. That's crazy. That's a beautiful origin story. Next time you're at an Indian restaurant, and you have mango chutney. Just remember where it came from. That's you all right?
Yeah.
You're
Sorry.
getting emotional thinking about
Yeah,
the
the
Jam Boys. Jam Boys, man. All right.
Beautiful segue into my next. What do we
I'm
got
glad
today?
we covered the candle thing. Oh, you got some food?
Oh,
Oh shit!
So
a mysterious Tupperware has emerged from the fridge.
These
A mysterious Tupperware has emerged from the fridge.
These are chocolate covered strawberries. They're
Ooh.
unbelievable.
Wow.
They're for Skinny Sisters. They're called From Ange.
It's from Skinny's sister?
From Skinny Sister.
Wow.
The Instagram's From Ange.
So now, what do you say? I didn't really understand anything you just said. So you said they're from Skinny's sister. She made them.
Yeah, she has her own company. They're called. Her company's called From Ange.
From Ange. All right, hey, this one goes out to
Strawberries
From
from Ange.
All right, one bite, everybody knows the rules.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
That's nice.
Where do you get these strawberries from, dude? Hey, Rumble.
I'll tell you what, probably they're so good they probably came from ShopRite.
I don't know, man. These are fucking juicy. Probably something to do with the Jam Boys.
These are juicy, dude. I'm making a big mess. Those are fucking delicious.
Unbelievable.
What's the name of the jam? She's about to get 11 new fucking purchases.
They're called Strawberries from Ange.
Strawberries from Ange. Everybody look it up.
They're unbelievable.
I would give it a 8.3.
I honestly, I don't know where the fuck she gets these strawberries. I've never had such a juicy strawberry, dude. Usually, like a chocolate covered strawberry, it's like that. Strawberry sucked. Like the chocolate was bad again.
Are they always juicy like this?
Mm-hmm.
It's mad good. The chocolate's great, too.
I know. Yeah, she does a great job. But that was this episode's food brought to you by Strawberries from Ange.
That's good.
I know.
These are really good.
I know.
I'm not even fucking around.
I know. I know.
These strawberries don't play.
I
Good job,
was gonna tell you to cut it. Like if they sucked, I'd be like, yo, don't do that because I don't want them to get mad. You're just like, yo, this strawberry fucking sucks.
I would never do that.
I'm thinking no matter what.
How could you hate a chocolate strawberry?
Sometimes you can make them bad, dude.
No.
I'll make a chocolate covered strawberry. You probably won't like it.
You put chocolate on fruit, you're good.
Yeah.
You know? Now, those were particularly good. You got napkins down here? No. It's all right.
You want to use my pants?
No. That's very generous of you.
Yeah, you want to use my shirt?
No. It's nothing like that. Get it out of here. You put your fucking shirt near me. You want to use my shirt?
Oh, use my shirt.
Those were good. Way to go, Ange. That was great. Really nice. That was like the Easter I never had. It was pretty good.
Yeah, how was your Easter? What'd you guys have? Rack of lamb?
Yeah, no, spaghetti and meatballs.
Shut the fuck up. No, you didn't.
But that's the only, that's what my mom, that's what.
Cecilia? She cook?
She made spaghetti and meatballs.
And you
I
didn't
told her
die.
that's the only food that she's allowed to make that I'll eat from her ever again.
Were the meatballs done? Or you have a little red in them?
She did. She tried. She cooked them this time.
Yeah, they
she
were
cooked
like a
it-
little pink.
Nah, she cooked it nice.
Good.
She tried her best. The funniest part about the whole Easter in terms of the food, because like my whole thing with her is I won't eat her chicken under any circumstances. Any kind of chicken she makes, I will not eat it.
Yeah.
To this day, I still gag and like tears form in my eyes when I think about her chicken, about the way she would make it.
Why?
Dude, I could barely even talk about it. It's like traumatizing. I need to call my therapist friend again. See the way she would make. At one point, the way she was making chicken was like she would just boil like water, and then you just see her like putting like this chicken breast in the boiling water, and then dumping oregano all over it, and then we would just like boiled chicken with oregano.
She's not Irish.
That was years ago. But now it was just funny. I made a big fuss about it years ago. I was like, I'll never eat your chicken again. No more. And I haven't had her chicken in probably over a decade. But she just puts it out, so she still makes it just to be like, you gonna eat it, you know? So like this Easter, she put out. It was a good spread. There's a lot of food. That just in the one bowl was just a big bowl of just bland shredded chicken just sitting there, like nobody touched it.
Nobody touched it?
Yeah, I was like, why did you put this here? Who's gonna eat this chicken? And she's eating it. It's delicious. Delicious. That's what she's the only one that does this. She eats her own food and then gaslights everybody. And she goes, "Oh, it's so good." The whole time she's eating, delicious.
She's. What's up with your grandma? Did she suck at cooking? Like I don't understand.
My grandma?
Yeah, your mom's
My
mom.
mom's one. No, she was a good cook, but they only knew how to make Italian food.
Yeah, so why can't your mom make
She
Italian?
makes Italian food.
She's boiling chicken. She's not making chicken cutlets or anything.
She made that stuff when I was younger, sure. But now, I mean, now it's like a whole different thing because now it's like they don't know anymore. You know, she doesn't. She gets very impatient. So it's like if it takes an hour to cook something, she's like, "Nah, come on, 10 minutes. Come on, I'm gonna rush you."
You rush for what? You're retired. You're not doing anything. It's over.
That's what they say.
Yeah, wait,
she
you get
told
to
me
your
this.
slot machine?
All these old people, they do this. I go, so what are you doing? And she goes, I don't know if I could do this the rest of my life. I'm like, what? She's like, be retired. I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'm bored. I'm like, all right, what are you gonna do? She's like, I think we're gonna get a part-time job. I was like, where? I want to work at Kohl's. She's like, I'll work at the register at Kohl's. It'll be good. I'll swipe in the shirts. I'm like, why? You want to spend the rest of your life working in a department store for no reason? Why do you want to do that?
I swear to God, dude.
I would never have that problem.
If one more person retires from my job and then comes back and it's like, yeah, man.
Turns out I just need to work for no reason.
I wish I never retired.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking? Like, you'll see one day. I'm like, no, I won't.
Yeah.
I really won't.
Me neither.
Guys,
I'm
my
already
age-
retired. I love it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I got like 48 days because I had a kid. I only used 20, so I have like 28 more. Dude, half the guys at work are like, pfft. It's like, dude, I don't know how you could even afford that. Like, he was like, what, you want to be home with the baby and the wife? I'm like, yeah. I wouldn't have had a baby.
Be with my family than be here fucking treating water.
I wouldn't have had a baby with this woman if like she wasn't my best friend, you fucking weirdo.
They're probably like, that's the gayest thing I've
ever exactly.
Oh, I'm with them.
Yeah, fuck them.
No, I'm just kidding. But
like they're losers, dude.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
I love them all, but they're fucking losers.
Well,
man.
I don't understand. If you retire, like my dad used to say it to me when I was a kid, he'd be like, these people retire, don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah.
I'll never have that problem.
And he probably doesn't.
And he doesn't.
There's no way your dad.
He has things.
Your dad's always been retired.
Well, he's always been.
He was been a professional poker player and a wedding photographer. That guy's been retired since the day he lived.
That was his whole thing. That's what he told me. That's what my dad used to tell me. That's what when I was a kid. That's why the way I saw the world as I grew up was so weird compared to because like I had my mom would tell me about hard work and stuff, and my dad would be like, listen, the real goal is to make as much money as you can by doing as little as possible.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that he told you
that's
that.
what it's really about. You don't want to work. Come on.
Spoken like a true Jew, dude.
Sort of. I don't know if it's a Jewish thing.
Yeah. Well, no, because Jewish people love making money. But they don't also...
For him, it was more like he loved like not working.
Yeah. No, I get it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll never work again if I had to.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't understand how people say you'll be bored. I'm like, yo, how?
How
would I be bored?
Yeah.
Today I'll just go for a drive, and that's more fun than going to work.
If I walk into a place like Kohl's, like I literally want to kill myself. I mean, that's like the most depressing place.
What I really think is people just hate their wives.
Yeah.
I think that's really what it is.
That's a huge part of it, obviously.
It's like they literally just hate their wives.
My dad took a job. It was funny when he first retired. I don't know if you remember this, but he took a job in like a 65 and older community. He was a security guard in the
golf
gate
course, right?
For it was like a community and there was a golf course.
But you got the golf for free or something, right?
Yeah, you got the golf for free, and he liked it because like all he does is sit around listening to sports radio all day long.
Yeah.
So he's like basically like you just have to go to this, sit in this booth, and he got to listen to sports radio all day long. He could play golf free rounds. And
that's not retired.
And that took him away, and he did it because it took him out of the house away from my mom.
Yeah.
So he would do it, and it was funny. He would just kind of do it for no reason. Like, and I remember one year he was telling me the story. He's like, "Yeah, they told me, they said, hey Mark, we're gonna need you to work on Christmas, and like my mom wanted him to go to a Christmas party." And he's like, I can't. I have to go to this Christmas party. And they're like, well, I'm sorry. It's your job. Like, we need you to work on Christmas. He's like, well, listen, I quit because, I don't really need to do this. So I always thought it was like a funny way to quit. You all right there, buddy? This guy's dying, dude.
I mean, dude, listen, I think I'm at like 29 jobs. I think this
Damn.
I'm done now.
Yeah.
I have to be. Like, this is it.
I think so.
I'm actually coming on 10 years. It's fucking
Of this
crazy.
job?
Yeah, dude.
Damn,
it's the longest job I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I'm 20. No, I'm not 27.
Yeah, you're 27, dude. It's like, that's so funny. That's how you think of yourself.
Look at my beard, dude. I'm 27.
Dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're dyeing your beard.
Gotta
now.
dye my beard, dude.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I'm cool with the gray hair and everything.
It's obvious that you're dyeing it.
Yeah, I know. But clearly, like, my hair's still gray. Like,
Yeah.
I look like a psychopath.
Well, no, it's just like it's obvious that you're dyeing your beard.
Yeah, no, I know. I have a giant
what's
beard.
the point of dyeing it if it's obvious that you're dyeing it?
Because,
so
like,
you look like a guy with a dyed beard.
No, but like if someone sees me that doesn't see me and I'm wearing a hat, it's like, oh shit, that guy's young as hell. I just don't want to be that guy that just has this giant gray beard and like looks like he gave up on life.
Right.
At least now I can kind of look cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all about looking cool.
Yeah, you look really cool, dude. That's so funny. Why don't you just dye the rest of your hair too?
See, I went up my sideburns right here.
Uh-huh.
But like I almost went to here, and I'm happy I didn't because you're only supposed to let it sit in for 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But the baby started crying, and I was grabbing it, and I was like, oh my god, like Tara, like he's being like terrible, like help me. And then she's like, yo, John, it's like 8 minutes. So now it's like black.
Right.
Like it was supposed to be like a light brown.
It's black.
So
you
if
look,
I
you look like a basketball player.
I
or
know,
something.
yeah, except I'm not black.
Yeah. But you know, like, that's the kind of beard it is.
Yeah,
like, just
they're
like
black.
Cause black guys have like all black beard.
Yeah, and
whereas like we always had like multicolored beard. Like, even when I was young.
My mustache, I didn't do my mustache. It's still red.
Yeah, red.
It looks ridiculous.
My
I
beard
look like
was
a
always
ridiculous person.
red, and then all the reds turned gray when I got older.
Why don't you have a beard anymore?
That's not my style anymore.
Yeah, but you have this hair. Just do the beard too.
No. This is my new look.
Just
I'm
hair.
clean. I'm a clean guy. Clean cut, dude.
Hey.
I don't beard anymore.
How many jobs have you had?
I mean, you know how it is. When you're young, you have a million. I had a million jobs. I did.
You never counted them out?
I don't think I ever counted them.
You
no.
think me and you can go back and forth with the jobs you've had?
All right, let's go. What was your first job?
Funmania.
Okay, my first job was at the Most Holy Redeemer Church, $12 an hour cash.
Oof, that's way more than I made. Dude,
That was a great job.
Yeah, dude. Why wouldn't you stay there forever?
Well,
I was making
I should still be working there.
I was making $6,000 an hour with Jerry and selling fucking golf for free. I'd be like,
Funmania?
Yeah, because like you would work the golf kiosk, and they would be like, "Oh, where do I pay?" I'm like, "Oh, you just give me cash instead of going inside and loading the card to play. You just get the cash."
Yeah, we worked on, me and this guy Brendan, they gave us jobs there. It was just like a summer job. He's the guy, the priest that'll give you $12 an hour cash. I remember he had a huge wad of cash he used to pay us with,
like,
probably from the baskets. No, he would go, all right, guys, go landscape. I'm gonna go for whatever he would go do. God knows what, probably go gamble and get prostitutes, whatever. And then we would,
kids.
and then we would just stand there and smoke cigarettes and wait for him to come back, and then he'd give us the money and we leave.
How old were you when you got your first job?
I was 14 when I did that. Then, then I did a bunch of other stuff too. I did.
What was the weirdest job you ever had?
Weird. I mean, remember I worked at Cold Stone for 2 hours. The guy kept calling me Fuzzy.
Yeah.
The manager. He goes, "Hey Fuzzy, go get this. Hey Fuzzy, go get that." And I was like, "Call me Fuzzy again." And he called me Fuzzy again. I was like, "I'm not working at Cold Stone." Yeah. But I left with the Cold Stone outfit.
Oh.
And then I say that because then I gave the outfit to my friend Justin. And we went into a random Cold Stone. He dressed up in the Cold Stone outfit, and he walked in. He's like, "Yeah, it's my first day." And they were like, "Oh, really?" They were like, "Who hired you?" He's like, "Don't worry about it." Like, and he walked behind the counter, just filling up a huge bowl of ice cream. We were all dying laughing outside. Yeah, you don't remember that?
No,
yeah.
You left with it.
Yeah, he was just like, "Don't worry about it. It's my first day." And they're like, "Who hired you?" He was like, "Don't worry about it." And he was just scooping the biggest bowl of ice cream.
Dude, that's so
with the Cold Stone outfit on.
Good.
Yeah, that was a funny thing.
Oh, that's great. How much time we at?
45.
You want to call it?
Yeah, we can call it.
All right.
Do you have enough? All right. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Why That's Funny.
Woo!
And I'll see you next time.
All right.
All right, John. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Why That's Funny. We hope you enjoyed the show. Message us your questions at Why That's Funny Podcast on Instagram. Until next time, so long.